What's up, guys? So you probably clicked on this video because you want to learn how to make your first $10,000 a month, and I'm just going to shoot you straight. Your first 10K is super hard because you don't know how to find clients, you don't know what service to offer, you don't know how to charge them. It is not as difficult as you might think. Just to give you guys a little backstory on myself, I didn't grow up in a super great household or an ideal situation. I grew up in a household where my mom and dad were separated. Mom left my dad by the age of 1 and moved in with my grandma. She ended up getting an alcohol addiction. She's been an alcoholic my whole life, and my household is pretty dysfunctional, ton of fighting, ton of stuff like that. I even actually ended up getting a restraining order on my mom when I was at the age of 13 because I just had enough of all the stress. Ended up going to Children's Hospital, had my liver enlarged, my spleen enlarged, and that was all due to stress. And they only were able to basically figure out what happened is when I told them the story of my family and how stressed I was at that age. And this was all at the age of 13, 14. And just to kind of sum it up, you do not need an ideal living situation in order to become successful. Actually, I think some of the people who have a less ideal situation have more of a reason to go out and get it. I have a lot of friends who I have very similar paths with, or very similar life experience with, and they never grew up in an ideal situation, and they're killing it. They're doing 100K months, 200K months, and that's their new normal. So if you're the one that says, oh, it's because my situation isn't ideal, that's why I'm not making any money, that's why I can't go be a go-getter, I can't build my own business, you're just lying to yourself. That's a limiting belief you need to remove. So when I basically went to college, ended up dropping out of school, going and running a marketing team for this huge beauty brand, and basically helped that beauty brand scale so quickly we needed to hire sales teams. And from there, I was like, cool, I can go and make my own company and do lead gen myself and build my own business, build something that is for myself rather than working for somebody else and making their dream come true. So I did just that. I actually found a partner. We created a cold email agency, and we scaled that to around $55,000 a month. And we did that within a year, right? We got to a point where me and my partner were kind of butting heads, and I didn't feel like it was truly mine, truly something that I owned and I was building, so I didn't have passion behind it. So I switched over into a Google Ads agency, and within 4 weeks, I scaled it to $18,000 a month. Now, the reason I wasn't scared about making any of these jumps is because I was going all in. I would tell every single person I knew, anybody in my network, all of my friends, all of my family members, I updated them. When I changed course, hey, this is my new offer. This is what I'm doing. So when I ran this Google Ads agency, I scaled it to 18K within actually 2 weeks, and I'll put the screenshot up here. But I literally went and texted all my friends and all my family saying, hey, I'm starting a Google Ads agency. Do you know any business that wants to run Google Ads? And instantly I had 3 or 4 people connect me. And I actually had one of my buddies who ran a business, and I started running the Google Ads. And I started getting results, and I started taking those results and pushing them on Instagram, started building a brand, and started building case studies, right? One of those case studies is somebody I'm still helping to this day. Literally turned on local service ads for him. And he's a young guy like us. Turned on local service ads for him. And within 2 weeks, he already generated 17 leads and over 2K in revenue, additional to what he was already making. So just going off of that note, if you're a service business and that's where you're trying to make your money, go turn on local service ads. You'll make money really quick. As long as you have good reviews, you're going to make a ton of money there. But yeah. Basically, just like I said, in order to hit that 18K mark, which was a little higher than 10K, right? I just went out to all my friends, all my family members, and just told them, hey, this is what I offer. I didn't run any marketing. I didn't have a website. I didn't even have a brand name. I literally just told them what I offered, got them on a call, ended up closing them. Typically, when you start out, you want to be a little bit of a lower pricing. I closed everybody for 3K a month, so literally only needed 3 clients to just barely hit 10K, right? Hits 9. But I had a few more that were at like a $1,500 retainer for only Google Ads. I had a Google Ads plus SEO combo with a guarantee that I'd get them results. So that was it. That was all I had to do. And I just went out to every business I knew, all my friends, and just offered them what I do. That's what a lot of people are afraid to do. And they put this limiting belief on themselves that they can't do it, or that they won't be successful, or like they're fearful that if they close this guy, they won't generate them leads. And guess what? When you have those limiting beliefs on yourself and you push that energy out into the world, that's what's going to happen. It's like if you're on or you're on a bicycle and you're about to do a jump, or like a scooter, whatever, and you're about to go do a trick, right? If you keep telling yourself you'll never land this trick, you'll never make this jump, you're going to get hurt, you're bound to get hurt. You're bound to fail. You're bound to, it's literally guaranteed, because you're telling yourself you're going to fail, that you're going to fail. So the less limiting beliefs you put on yourself and the more positive energy you put out into the world, like, cool, I closed this client, I'm going to crush it for him this month. We're going to generate him leads, we're going to bring him in revenue, and he's going to stay with us forever, right? Now, maybe they don't stay with you forever. Maybe you crush it for them and they leave you. Who cares? That is the mindset you need to have in order to become successful. 10K a month is an awesome goal, but once you hit 10K, you realize how easy it is, and your next goal is going to be 30, 40K. And then you understand how easy it is to start generating 50K a month. My Google Ads agency currently right now, after 2 months, hit 30K a month. And I've done 50K a month before. I've done 60K a month before. My goal is to hit 100K a month in 6 months. I just invested in my own mentor. Having a mentor who can actually show you, or like somebody that's already done what you've done, is honestly the quickest way. If you're only trying to hit 10K a month, that mentor can help you hit it within a month. If you're aiming for 50, 100K, get a mentor. Get a coach that has already done what you're trying to do, that can implement systems into your business, implement like SOPs, how to scale, how to run ads properly, and just somebody who can see it in a third person point of view rather than like you. For me, I personally needed to invest in a coach, and I spent 10 grand last month on 2 different coaches, one for Google Ads and one for like scaling my agency or scaling my coaching program. And honestly, it's already paid off. I get so tunnel vision sometimes that I need somebody that I already know what I need to tell myself, but I need one other person to tell me, hey, you're being an idiot. You need to adjust and do this. And it just helps so much. You know what you need to do, but unless someone tells you, you'll never pull the trigger. So if you push yourself and force yourself to invest in a coach, that will financially force you to make decisions quicker and actually make the right decisions. And then you'll also have somebody who is holding you accountable. An accountability coach will help you scale so quickly, it's not even funny. Like right now, you're probably thinking, cool, 10K months, I haven't done it yet. It's probably not achievable. It is 1000% achievable. I had a lunch yesterday with 2 buddies. One is like an SEO guy. He runs a rank and rent, and he's doing $165,000 a month, $165,000 a month. And my other buddy is actually doing $225,000 a month, teaching local businesses how to scale their business using Instagram, like building brands, running follower ads and stuff like that. And he's crushing it. All you need to do is find a model. All types of marketing work. It doesn't matter if you're running Instagram, you're running Facebook ads, you're running Google ads, you're running SEO, you're doing email marketing, cold email, whatever. It all works. You just have to stick to one thing. Sticking to one thing for an insane amount of time, even if it's 6 months, 7 months, a year, sticking to that one thing, you're going to get really good at it, and focus is everything. For me, I started focusing only on Google ads, only generating leads for my clients using Google ads, because I used to do Instagram, Facebook, I used to do building websites, I used to do Google ads on top of it, and SEO. And the second I not niched down, but just picked a specific skill set to focus on, is the second I started scaling super quick. So that being said, for me, I I have a Google Ads agency and I have a coaching program where I teach businesses how to run Google Ads. I'm slowly closing down my Google Ads agency to focus more on the done with you, on the coaching side of things, because I can provide more value to these businesses if I teach them how to run their own ads rather than just bill them every month. Because I bill $3,500 and some of these businesses don't have the budget for it, and my goal is to help anyone and everybody I can. So with my coaching program, I can actually provide them the skill to do this themselves, so they never have to rely on another agency. My goal is to, in the next 6 months, help over 50 plus local businesses take that over from an agency so they don't have to pay it anymore, and learn a new skill set that they can take wherever. Even if they switch business models, if they want to start their own agency, they want to start something, I want to teach them how to generate their own leads so they're not like bound to another agency that comes in or bound to somebody else deciding their future. I want to give that one person the skill set they need in order to decide if their business is going to do really well or not. Because if I can teach somebody how to run Google Ads and how to optimize when to push the needle, when to scale back, and they can really learn how to make a ton of money off of it, for me, that's where my passion lies. It lies in helping these people and coaching them through the situations they're in. So when you find your skill set that you're really good at and you just pinpoint it and just go all in, it might take a month, it might take 2 months, it might take 3 months, it might take a year. You just have to basically be patient. Work hard as hell. Do as much work as you can. Provide as much quality as you can. But be patient. Always tell yourself that, positive affirmations. And it's something that I've been having to do lately because I see all these people around me. I see all these people that are hitting 100K months, 200K months. And I want that right now. And 100% be hungry. Be the person that tell yourself in the next month, 2 months, you're going to hit 100K a month. And I know you might be like, dude, that's crazy, 100K? And just because you might just be starting out because you're sitting at 10K. But you need to be somebody who's so hungry that, your goals sound delusional to the normal person. That's the type of people I like in my circle because they make me feel like hitting 100K or hitting 50K months is subpar. They make me feel like what I'm doing with my agency right now is subpar. And it's less than average. But if you Google it, anybody making over 10K a month, you're in the top 1%. You're in the top 2%. Now, if you're making 10K a month and you're eating well and you're in the gym, you look like you're fit, now you're in the top 0.01%, right? It's wild. So, I know I just ranted this whole video, guys. I hope you got some value from it. I just hit 30K a month. In my first 4 weeks, I hit 18. And most of the time, these people don't know, or you can't hit it as quick as you want because you have that limiting belief on yourself. The second you can take off that limiting belief, it's the second you'll actually start to see success in your business, and you'll start to see these clients coming to you. You'll start to get this positive energy and people actually attracting towards you. What you put out into the world is a mirror image of what you get to yourself, or the energy you put out into the world is what's going to come back to you, right? If you read the book called The Game of Life and How to Play It, you'll learn exactly why my mindset is the way it is, and I strongly suggest that you go and check it out. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, you want to hit me up on Instagram. It's I am Kasey Kline is my handle. And yeah, shoot any questions down below if you guys have any, but catch you guys in the next one.